Damn. My bad. I'm hella late. Fucking overslept. What's up, though? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. um. Oh yeah. That's some dev notes we're gonna go over. I'm gonna hop onto my Discord server. Anybody that regular guest on, um, go over the notes and stuff. Feel free to. I read them earlier today. I like to usually be like first time look kind of thing, but yeah, I don't want to do that anymore. I'd rather have more purposeful stream. If this is gonna turn into like a 20-minute video or a 30-minute video, I'd rather it be more uh, centralized, focused, and to the point. Because it does get a little old when like an hour long and it's just going all over the place. Anyway, I hope everybody is having a good week. I'm off for the summer from my regular job. Allows me the opportunity comes up. So yeah, but for today, or for at least for now, we're gonna go over the those little like new dev notes and interesting stuff. I'll get in game. You'll just enjoy the slide. But yeah, man, the migration rules. Oh, some of the questions are pretty, generic, to the point, and the answers are little vague and to the point. Other things we could try to expand on, right? Let's get in game. Okay. Fucking holy moly, there's a lot of comments. This wasn't like this last time. Everybody, welcome to this game. Oh yeah, we got game time. Garth, what's up? Chance, what's up? Bowser. Okay, so what do you call it? Well, obviously, I had the whole thing misunderstood. What does that mean? Home realm and the migration rules are separate topics. I thought they were all in one. Do they tie in together? It seems like they tie in together somehow, right? But that's why in the previous streams I was really confused. If you've noticed, my first look at home realm was not what I expected. I didn't see it as a different zone. I thought it was full migrations talking about today. So then this came up and then made much more sense. But
hey Churro, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, dude? What's happening?
Dude, you're having a conversation about migration systems, logistics. You know who's really good at that? Darth Shigon. Like, god damn, he was one of our buddies. I feel like he would be really integral in this conversation. Darth, are you? I call out to the universe. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. There we fucking go. There's the co-host. All right. He wants to talk about migration. Come on, Darth. Let's go.
Ain't moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep moving.
Oh my God, it's just there's so much, dude, to this whole thing. But I'll save it for later. So let me see. We'll just get to the first question. So, how is the required amount of migration permits calculated? So, the answer is that required amount of migration permits is determined by your power. Really interesting. Generally speaking, the higher your power, the more migration permits you'll need for a migration, which is really, really interesting because I think, well, it just seems like they are really aiming to keep it somewhat or as much possibly balanced as they can. You know, obviously there's somewhere that's what gamers end up finding all of it.
Yeah,
So,
they're gonna find it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, dude. I mean, anyway. So, for example, you only need one migration permit for migration. You have 10 million power or less, but you'll need 60 migration permits if you have 100 million power or more. The required amount of migration permits is divided into several tiers depending on your power. Details can be found on the in-game page once a migration feature is launched. Now, damn, so every 10 million is a permit. No, I don't know how to count. Anyway,
No, it's weird, right? I was trying to look at that too. I'm right. It's one permit for under 10, but then it jumps up to 60 all of a sudden for 100.
yeah,
It's a weird math.
yeah. It seems like there's like a range, like maybe like it's 10, then it bumps, and then it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, yeah, it's just a really weird scale. But it seems that once you start to get closer to the 100 million power level, like it's just ridiculously expensive. So, will whales
Isn't
and
everything
krakens pay?
isn't everything expensive at 100 million power level? I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, is it going to stop people from buying those things? No, not at all. But I don't think it'll be like such a sought out feature to be like, well, taken advantage of.
I just hope those people are going to be here in 2 years. Like somebody who got to 100 million in the first 2 years, I hope they're going to be here in
Or at least
3
4
years.
years.
But anyway, yeah.
I mean, because obviously,
Like let's go.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah. Like because that's ridiculous. I mean, if you crunch the numbers, that's silly.
Yeah, 100 million first 2 years. Yeah, that's wild. That is pretty fucking.
If you
wild,
if you're and like with all due respect, if you're at like 50 or 60 million, like holy shit, like that's a big dick player. But like if you're over 100 million, like right now, the first 2 years, like I hope you're here 3 years from now.
Yeah.
Like I want to see how this goes for you. But anyway,
yeah, dude. Gosh. Now, so that's that. Obviously, this is an introduction answer to that question because this is going to be something we will definitely want to not follow up on. Well, not just follow up on, but like really understand like how the cost is because your example, I think.
let alone like fuck the cost, the mentality behind like you know what I mean. It's like the guy with an F-350, like okay, like you're going through a midlife crisis, a Ferrari, you know, like 100 million power level in the first 2 years, like
Shit, dude.
I don't know,
That's
man.
a lot of
Like I dude, but Churro, if they're here in 3 years from now, it's like okay, that wasn't like little dick syndrome. That was like they're just like they wanted to be cool.
yeah.
And if those guys are still here in 3 years from now, like my god.
But you know what?
Like-
I'm stuck on this one because it brings to mind is like, for example, like younger servers that are like in the 300s stuff.
Sure.
There are random
Yeah.
100 million power players, and I feel this is an attraction.
Okay.
To go into like cool clubs, which is like, you know, servers that are like 100 and below, which is like, you know, pretty much from global launch and stuff like that. That's where you're starting to see 100 million more often. Because you know.
Well, I think you say more often. There any server is gonna have that, but it's
Yeah.
like what's the motivation behind that? Like why did you spend? Because like 100 million power, like you got to think that's like $20,000-$30,000. Like are you gonna be around? Were you going through a midlife crisis? Were you trying to prove a point? Like, or are you gonna be here 3 years from now, like leading the community? And I don't feel confident that that's the case. Like, I don't think that they're like, hey, I'm here for the community. I feel like they're just blowing a load know,
No.
whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. Open it up to the check chat, YouTube chat. Let's
You
go.
know what, dude? I have to fucking every time I go to chat, I have to click refresh. This page freezes on me.
Dude,
I
you
need
are the
another
worst
device.
at
I mean, I
reading.
get it. I know, dude. Fucking
You're the worst at reading chat. I should actually help you.
okay.
Anyway, on Discord, Captain Jack, Ricky Bobby, and Darshigon have joined
Welcome
us.
to yeah, thanks for being here. And then
No
everybody.
problem. I just didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah. No, I mean anything else you guys want to throw in on that first response, or do you guys want to continue?
I just hopped on
No, I
here. I
mean-
was on your stream, but I didn't see anything happening yet, so I hopped onto Discord.
Yeah. Stream's
No,
up.
Did you just
okay.
go over the first point?
Okay. Aside from the visuals, as far as what we're talking about, Captain Jack, you want to go first?
As far as what
Just the
the
migration
passports?
permits calculated. It just mentioned that one. So for example, it says you'll only need one migration permit for migration if you have 10 million power or less, but you'll need 60 migration
Right.
permits if you have 100 million power or more.
Oh
So-
yeah. They don't make it easy. It wasn't easy in Rise of Kingdoms either.
Oh, okay.
The only difference here is, you can get them from the Alliance store, so many per week.
I guess-
So that part I don't like, because in Rise of Kingdoms, why would I want someone buying up passports to leave my kingdom? So in Rise of Kingdoms, the store actually, either the R4 or the R4s, actually put the items in the store that the members can buy.
Oh, what the
Here,
hell? Right.
it's, so if, you'll throw a bunch of shit in there, but if someone needs teleports, so you can use your Alliance credits, to buy teleports, like you do here. But here you earn the credits, and then you can buy whatever you want. In Rise of Kingdoms, you earn credits, you can buy what you need, but if it's not in the store, you have to request it. Hey, I need some 3-hour timers. Can you put some 3-hour timers in the store? Now, to be able to put them in the store, it costs the Alliance credits to put the items in the store. So, yeah.
So this game got that out of the way. It made it a little bit better, but what's the hindrance? Like, is there still a complaint for that system?
No. I mean, it doesn't deplete our resources.
Because it seems like
now
they
they
learned
take
from
it
that.
now that
Yeah.
Little better for the Alliance because it just
so
goes
that's what
off
they
of
do. Now, the
personal
only thing
points
that-
now, right?
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Thank
see.
you,
Yeah,
Ricky.
yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, Ricky Bobby, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, my question is going to be
So-
like, like how it costs 5,000 now to migrate, right, or to switch servers. Is it going to be comparable when it comes to buying these packs to get the permits? Or is it going to cost more than 5,000 gems?
Well,
Yeah,
they're going to
gems,
offer
gems.
them, so many. I mean, but it's going to take a while to get 60 of them.
Yeah,
But
but
then
they're also going to
so
offer
you
them
spend all
packs you
this
can buy with
money.
money.
Right.
You guys are kind of
Right.
talking over each
Well,
other a little bit. Say that again, Shigong.
Well, there's going to be packs you can buy that'll have the permits in them with actual money.
Oh yeah.
Right. So-
Okay.
Yeah. So you can buy them from the store, or you can buy them through a pack, and they'll offer the packs, every now and then. So I mean, it's not going to be easy to get the 60, but then once you get the 60, it doesn't mean that you're going to be able to go anywhere, because you still have to get permission from the king to go into whatever kingdom you want to go to. So if that king's not going to let you in, then what do you do?
All right, so
yeah.
Ricky Bobby,
And then
Ricky
we're
Bobby.
gonna go into that topic, which is gonna be an interesting one.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say Churro and Ricky Bobby as soldiers. What's your response? But Churro wants to move on. Okay, never mind. All right.
Okay, give me 1 sec. Okay, so the second one is how do you get it? Migration point permits. There's 2 ways. Purchasing them in the Alliance store, which is mentioned, which is a nice intro into this. So the price is expected to be around 400,000 Alliance points. 1 migration permit will refresh every week. By purchasing monthly bundles that contain them, details are subject to live version of the game. Okay, pretty simple question, simple answer. 1 migration permit will refresh every week. Holy moly, yeah, they don't make it easy to get them.
No, and if a season's only 50 days, that's 7 permits per season.
Holy crap, dude. That's gnarly. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Basically, what they're saying is once you get yourself into a kingdom, you really want to know if you're moving to a different one or not. And
Right.
if you're allowed before you even use them, right?
Exactly, because like you don't, for example, let's think free to play. Like, do I want to push a lot of power here and then kind of hinder a potential of going somewhere else, you know, or am I, you know, do I got to buckle down and enjoy what I got?
From kingdom hopping.
Say that again, Captain Jack. Say that again.
What they're trying to deter you from kingdom hopping, because no one wants a kingdom. It's just like here, people are bouncing around here and there. That's a pain in the ass. It's like, and then next season they're gone, or they want to go here, and then they go here. You know, it's the Alliance nightmare. You know, you want to set Alliance and clan. But if you're going to have, you know, 20, 30, 50 people leaving after every season, then you got to rebuild every, you know, and then on the other token, you don't want these 100 million just, you know, all one server,
right?
Or taking over a new server, you know, that's starting and dominating. I mean, how fun is that?
Right.
You know, you're 100,000 power, and all of a sudden now you got these 100 million jumping around, and every time you come out of your castle, you get killed.
That's just some wicked numbers, man. Wicked numbers. Okay, so the monthly bundles. I mean, I'm sure they're just gonna add it in the market, like, you know, like an event thing. There's probably like different tiers. The $5, $10, $20, $60, $100. You know, probably that.
It starts at $3, $2.99.
For the daily.
What
Yeah,
are you helping? What are you helping and puffing? What are you talking about?
Bundles, dude, in the store.
Yeah, but like the most essential is leveling up the heroes, and
Dude,
then after
we're talking about the bundles for the migration permit. Just saying that the options that we.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay.
So then, question 3 is, when will the new migration feature be launched? Expected on the 19th of this month, version 1.0.26 of the game. I believe by that time we're already in home realm, I think, right, for us? Oh,
Shibong.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Captain Jack knows. Yeah,
Wait, let's
okay.
we only have a few days left in this. Okay, well that's cool. Let's go to the 4th one. Will there be any changes?
We have 6 days
of the Lord. Will there be any changes to the server section of the Lord page after migration? After
what
migration,
is
this section. What, the Lord page? This is a Lord page. I can't think of it right now. Will there be any changes to the server section of the Lord page? Migration. I think it's where you can put, like, check. I thought it was where you can click in which server you want to hop onto in migration phase. It just says that after migration,
Yeah.
this section will change to your new server. Well, I guess no.
Churro, you're gonna get in trouble for this answer. Like nobody knows what the actual question was. So
Will there be any
congratulations,
changes to the
Steven.
server section of the Lord page after migration?
I think
It's a
it's the
weird
page where you
question.
click on your profile picture, like under your name, it says server number whatever.
Okay.
Okay. After migration,
Maybe.
this section
I don't know if
will
that's Lord
change
page.
to your new server.
She goes like maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I'm guessing as well.
Yeah.
I know, right?
That
Yeah, that was a
question
weird
sucked.
question.
I imagine maybe you part, eh?
Yeah, now
What'd
it
you say,
says-
Ricky Bobby?
What's up, Ricky?
Maybe just the division part will change.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking the
Well-
same thing as Darth, and where it just says like where you're from.
Or like,
Okay, so
yeah, that's what I mean. So
well,
if they
point of the
switch
story.
that around, are they going to put, because we're like server 31, are we going to be considered Kingdom 31 then? Is that how that would work? I'm not
Okay,
too
yeah,
sure.
Ricky Bobby, exactly. Okay, so 20 seconds ago, I was about to say, like, make your questions easier to understand.
Okay, when it comes to the whole,
I think
that's a good question.
that might be close. Yeah.
That's a good question. Home Kingdom 31.
Like, we kind of think we know where we're going with this. We can't answer it because we don't understand the question. Like,
Oh, let's
break
see.
it down like we're children. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I think that's about right. I think that would.
Well,
probably-
maybe it's referring to because you can't see where everybody is now.
Right.
You can only see the people in your current server.
Yeah.
Right.
So hopefully
right.
they'll
Whatever.
update.
Anyway, next question.
Hold on.
Break
hold
it
on.
down.
Hold on. Hold
please.
on. But there's a thing is that like I know that option comes up when it's visible, but it's only through it's a small window towards the tail end of the. And you can start seeing that. Although I don't know if it was just like an officer like option, but I remember before jumping onto Pirates, we were trying to make sure everybody was on in server 31. Then all of a sudden, after a daily reset, it started saying where servers specifically people were from. But I thought that was just visible because of leadership or something like that. I don't know if that was across the board. Well, hopefully they'll come back with a clear question. That one, but it says after migration, this section will change to your new server. So maybe it'll be if assuming we're on the same topic, on the correct topic, it'll just be visible for the entire time, knowing where you're from. Whatever. Now, number 5 says, can an entire alliance migrate together? So at present, only individual migration is supported. Okay.
But isn't that the point though? Like,
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing.
I mean, I feel like it's already in place, right? Like, we all have to
Well,
make
but,
sure
like,
as an alliance to be in the same.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. I don't think that's a negative thing. But okay.
I feel like it's just a continuation of what's already there. It could just be like, hey, we're all staying.
Isn't that what
Everybody
you're
make sure to
supposed
do
be-
it individually.
Yeah,
I mean,
isn't
that would
what
be
you're
pretty.
supposed to
That would be pretty wild,
uh,
though. I mean, just imagine like if there was an option where like R5 could just be like, click, everybody's gonna be in the server whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty.
that's
gnarly,
such a
but-
weird. I know. It's like, well, duh. That's what we do.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. Whatever.
Number 6. I think this is where we can start like talking more. What are the specific rules of the new migration feature? Okay, so now it's called the feature.
This is what you wanted to talk about.
So
okay.
answer 6 says, okay, here we go. We've made a series of improvements and adjustments to the rules of migrations, which can be viewed in-game after the feature is launched with version 1.0.26. Okay, so more details obviously when we launch that update.
All right, so I'm gonna go on mute. Captain Jack, Darcy Gong, Ricky Bobby. This is what you guys do. Like, this is logistics that you guys have probably been wanting to talk about this for a long time. I'm gonna just shut the fuck up and listen to you.
So we'll outline the scope of application of the new migration feature and the core adjustments of the migration rules below to give you an idea of how the feature will work. You got to make sure moving forward we call it the migration feature, not system. You don't want to confuse people. So anyway, with that being said, now here's the one thing. Scope of application of the new migration feature. 1. At present, only migration to servers in the same season in the home realm battle preparation stage and before the new season preview is ported. So that just means like for like. What do you guys think?
Wait, let me look at this.
Oh, that's like
Fucking Darth,
Everybody-
Captain, really? Nobody's gotta say. Come on.
So
if you go to, you scroll out in your map so you can see all the seasons that are going on.
Right.
We are SB02, whatever hell we are.
Right.
So there's, if you click on the first one, they have like 20 servers in their season. We have 10. Okay. And then you have another few more that have like 10, a few more that have like 12, so it's all lopsided. I mean, you got 10 servers and, look, there was hardly anyone in our server, in our server season for the battle. So that's
Right.
the whole purpose of this kingdom versus kingdom is to get these kingdoms, to get them synced so that all the ones that are in our season 2 SB, whatever that whole, how many they add up
Right.
to. Let's say they add up to 100. So now you have 100 of those. Some of them may automatically be in the what do you call it? What's that tier they're calling for the other one? Starts with an I. I can't think of it. I've tipped my tongue.
Too. But yeah.
Or Emporium. They're going to have an Emporium, kind of like they have in Rise of Kingdoms. It's a higher tier. So anyway, they're going to have all the kingdoms that are relatively the same size. So they're all going to be matched together. So instead of having like 10, now we're going to have, 40. And then they're going to break them into.
Yeah.
But it looks like I thought they were gonna have like a big cross server migration where, like, let's say, like I want to migrate with someone that's not in our division. Are they not doing that? Because I don't see that in this list of stuff you're talking about.
So I think that's kind of what's going on right now. It is, but it isn't. Like, so what I have on the screen pulled up is basically what we're going over right now. Is that like we can jump into any other division that's in this section. So we have Belleron Season 2, and it's SOB2, and then obviously 24 and whatever, right? So what I'm getting to understand is that we can migrate into any of these servers because the requirements kick off. We're in the same season. We'll eventually be in the same home realm, this, and then whatever the other third one was. So now the thing is that they're trying to avoid is us going into earlier seasons, or excuse me, earlier divisions, because we would have things that they're not seeing yet. You know what I mean? So it's like if someone started new, it's still the same problem. We still won't be able to have them on board with us. That's still my takeaway right now. Is like we still won't be able to play with them because they're not in our same season, not in our same home realm, and whatever the other requirements were. But we could play if it just falls in the line with them, if they fall within the again those specific requirements. Which still bites, dude. I mean, it opens a window to play with more people, but not newer people. Based on what
it looks like
now.
I'm assuming though. Well, like I said, I don't want to get too far ahead because there's more coming up here in your talk, and I'll talk about it when we get to that point. When it comes to new people,
right? Yeah. You see, so it says, so again, the first answer is that at present at present, this could change. Only migration to servers now it says servers, so servers and divisions are different. Let's all remember that. In the same season, in the home realm battle preparation stage, and I believe in preparation stage is, I think, later in that timeline, and before the new season preview is supported. So it's very, very specific right now. Now, number 2 to this section, it says we divide migration into season migration and special migration. Okay, now it's going to branch out to these 2 things. So season migration. If there are available migration slots on a server, you may relocate to it by spending migration permits after meeting certain conditions. Okay, and so little other extra details. Be cautious of how many characters you own and how many are in each server you are currently playing, because you can only have 2 currently. You can only have 2 characters under the same account in one server. Okay, say it again: 2 characters, same server under the same account. Every account can have multiple characters across multiple servers. So if you're trying to match up, a different character for, in a different server under the same account, just keep that in mind. And this also says again, if there are slots available, then obviously you can relocate by spending the migration permit. Now B says special migration. When there are no available migration slots on a server, or the server is full, you may submit a relocation application to that server's king. Now, this is kind of interesting. If your application is approved, you must still spend the required migration permits to relocate. This is kind of where I hope maybe more of us can start tossing in our ideas. I'm not a big fan of it because it's kind of it's like catering to the crybaby, right? Like, oh, I didn't get to go in there. And so it's like, okay, let's talk to the king and see if he lets you in. And if they say yes, then we'll let you in. And I just think this is a big mess. Either you make it in or you don't. You know what I mean? So it's like, and then on top of that, the explanation of what full means, it still doesn't give me a solid number. Because full means full, like there's no more room after full. When it's over full, it's overflowing. Now you're just cramming it, according to what they're showing. You're just cramming more into what's already full, which doesn't sound very sustainable long term. I don't know what you guys think. Anybody else got something to say? 2 cents?
No,
But
hey,
there's penalty. But there's going to be a penalty for that. That means you have your storehouse. You have to give up all your resources.
Oh shit! Okay.
Oh,
So it has to be within whatever your storehouse can protect. So if you're at storehouse level 25, if it's 10 million resources of each flavor, because mana doesn't count, then that's all. Anything above and beyond that's opened, you have to purge. You have to give it away.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is that how Rock does it?
So if you have a couple billion, you got to kiss that all goodbye if you want to go in that kingdom.
Huh.
holy cow, eh?
Yeah, but I can still see a whale going ham. You get into into
So-
that place. Holy moly! Okay.
So yes, there's going to be consequences. I mean, yeah, there's always going to be something that they're going to allow, but they're going to make you pay for it.
Right.
They learn from the Rise of Kingdoms, so it's not going to be a bunch of gray area. They got it black and white.
Yeah.
You'll see as you read more of this thing.
Absolutely. Okay. So season migration is interesting, right? Special migration. I mean, that's more like VIP migration at that point. You know what I mean? And I mean, you got to get in with the king, then you're good to go. I mean, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't allow you in, but that also is interesting on how much role that king has in that server.
My question is, since the king can accept people into a server, can the king kick people out of the server?
I don't know. That's a good one.
That currently wasn't a feature, but you can make that person life very miserable.
Really? Oh. Wow.
I guess because you got the option as king, like you can throw those debuffs on a person now, right?
Oh shit!
Correct.
That's right.
So you could basically, I guess, basically just keep throwing debuffs on a guy till he gets tired, and then
But if he can't afford to migrate, man, that sucks.
enough, then leave. But
Yeah, but that's also a good point too. What Darth just said is like, but if you can't afford to reload to migrate, ooh, that's fucking horrible.
well, isn't so like your home kingdom or your how I can't remember how that's worded. Like your home kingdom and then the kingdom versus kingdom, aren't they two separate spots?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like, so you basically could just stay in home kingdom, and that would be like Truce Island, right?
Yeah, but you're not in the kingdom versus kingdom map only for those 50 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you're going to be, and then if you stay in home kingdom and you're not in an alliance, then you're just going to be zeroed every single day.
Oh wow. Okay. They can still go after you.
So I mean, if you're a bad seed in the kingdom, and no one wants you there, it's either A, you migrate out, or you quit the game, or you walk away from that account and start up somewhere else. Those really are basically your three options.
Holy moly.
That's crazy.
So you really have to think hard. That's why I've been, all season long been talking about this. You gotta be careful. You really need to make a decision. Take advantage of this 5K gem migration, because once you're stuck in a kingdom, and you think you're going to be in this, like TFS. How many people they kick all the time because you're not on when we want you to be on, so you're out, or you have too many strikes or whatever. So
yeah.
You gamble on that, and you go there, and you get kicked out. Where are you going to go? Sit in a farm alliance?
Yeah, that's very.
Now on that note, since looking at Rock, let's say like a kingdom gets like a horrible king, and the king is just power tripping and doing all this other stuff. How do you get rid of a king?
You kick him out. That's what we did.
How do you kick him out?
We had 5 civil war. You take the dragon away.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then let's say for example, like right now, let's say in our alliance, right? Let's say you're offline, and let's say you're King Jack, right? And let's say hey guys, I have a family function, I'm not gonna be online for a day. When you can like designate one of us to take your spot and be the R5 and we become king?
Yep.
Okay.
It's just like R5, but now there's a lot more titles now. So you can have a queen, you can have, there's more than the War Master, Envoy, Saintless. So you have ones that you can penalize people. You can mark them as a traitor. You can do, different things. You can make them, let's say, hey, this player was a great performer in Kingdom versus Kingdom. So you can give them, they have a title for that. They also have you know, a research one. So I mean, it has a lot more buffs than like Scholar. But they have more leadership titles than they do right now.
Oh.
I forget how many titles they're going to offer, but
Will those
there's a-
titles be in addition to the Alliance titles?
I would imagine so, because in Rise of Kingdoms they had the Alliance ones and they added all the other ones.
So could you give titles to people that aren't in your alliance? Let's say, like, you know, like, let's say, hey, your
Correct.
alliance has the king. You know, you guys are kings. So let's say it's POTC, but our ally, could you give an ally a title?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Damn, dude, that sounds like a fucking kingdom already, just like Papava. You know? Interesting. This is gonna. So civil wars are gonna definitely be a thing. People trying to take the dragon.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be coups if you get a bad king in there. Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. Okay, let's move forward now. Quickly, what's up, chat? Soldier, Tay, OJ, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. What's up next? Where the hell did it go? Alright, core adjustments to the migration rules. Number 1. Server migration time frame adjustments. Okay, time frame. Now, in the new version, you will fight for your own realm in Season 1, during which migration will not be possible. Fight for your own. Okay. Pretty straightforward. After Season 1 concludes, you may migrate at any time. Okay. The destination server must be in the same... Again, here's the requirements. Destination, where you're going to go, must be in the same season, in the home realm battle preparation stage, and before the new season preview. So not going into like a newer server, like more recently, you know, established servers yet. Want to go into a server, it's got to be in the same season as that you are during the home realm battle preparation stage and before the new season. So specifically that window of time. Make sure you read this over and over, everybody. Okay. That's because clearly the option will be available. Then it's not like they're gonna have it available. You just gotta wait to actually click the button. I'm sure they're gonna make it easy for everybody. Be like, okay, here's a button to click now because you're in the right. The requirements meet, so you can jump. Number 2 says server status classification and migration slot adjustments. When I read this one earlier, it still annoyed me, but this is what they say. Server statuses are classified as full, crowded, active, or normal. The migration slots available for a server depend on its status. Okay? Server migration slots are refreshed during each new migration period. What are the fucking numbers? What does full mean? 10 out of 10 or 30 out of 30? Now, for me personally, this is really annoying, right? Why? Because I like numbers. I need to know what the fuck is going on. That's just me. Other people don't give a damn. But orange means what? 1,000 out of 1,000 or 999 out of 1,000? Things like that. Okay. Now, maybe I don't expect them to ever release those numbers because it's probably, I don't know, don't want us to overplan our movements and stuff based on how many specific or individual players are in server.
I believe it's based on the top 300 players in the server. Like our server is yellow, so we have two ships, and we're not quite where we were like in the beginning of the season where we had 400. So we're
Right.
under 400. So I think we're a little over 300, even including well, I didn't factor in the Farm Alliance, but
if you start to think about it, that's close to almost 1,500, right? Like, we got the 2 ships, the farm, and then we have, like, for example, obviously TFS is full, and then I'm sure they have their second team. So it starts. It slowly starts to add up, right? But it's still that's a lot of damn players in one fucking division. You know.
Well, that's the division. I'm talking about our server. We're yellow. Our server is yellow, so we're almost crowded. So that's based on everybody that's in 31, which is basically our two alliances: our Farm Alliance, DOB, Hung, and so you got to factor in the size of those players. So that's why it's very crucial that the ones that aren't in our server now that want to stay with us next season, they have to do the migration like ASAP so that we turn orange.
Yeah.
But there is no way another alliance over 5 billion power can get in. Being yellow.
Okay. I see. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good to know. But still, it's still pretty crazy. Now it says B. When your power is lower than the server power, you will not occupy any migration slots, meaning you can join even when there are no slots remaining. I don't know how to feel about that. That's just kind of weird. Your power is lower. I mean, it's just like it kind of just says, you're not really you're not going to be dangerous to the server. So here you go, you can come in. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, but if you were like obviously clearly like above the power level, then you can't. It's just, I guess, a balance mechanism is what I feel I might take away.
No, if you're a pay to win player, you can start one and then you just boom.
Right? Yeah. But now it's not an immediate thing. You hit the ground.
Well, see, and that's what I was wondering though too, because I'm looking at this. If it's still somewhat similar to what it is now, when we're in home realm, right, like in between stuff, and we're not warring, then technically you should be able to make a brand new character on our server. So, like, let's say someone brand new did want to come in, they could. They'd be low, obviously, in power. They'd be next to nobody. But like my son, he really, I don't know why, but he decided to finally pick this game up a bit.
Nice.
And I was telling him, well, if you come onto our server, I mean, yeah, you're gonna be a tiny little dude, but I'll protect you and send you supplies and all that kind of stuff, and he can gradually build himself up, And then when we're warring, just stay in home realm, dude. Don't come out to the front lines.
Right, that can happen, but if they do the same thing, you're not going to. You'll have to. Your city hall has to be 16 or higher to get into Kingdom versus Kingdom.
Oh, so if he's too low, he'll just be stuck in home realm anyway, just kind of chilling there.
Right, because they don't. When you get into the Kingdom versus Kingdom, you don't want to have a bunch of noobs running around.
Got it. But yeah, no, he'll be a good little pirate.
Right now? Okay. Sorry, y'all. When the server is full, you'll be unable to migrate it through season migration if you would occupy a slot. Oh, that's it. Damn. That's kind of short. I don't know, man. I still have like... Okay, so the one thing that the big, I think, concern at one point was the whole... Okay, hold on. Guys, give me 1 second. One second.
Yeah, overall, I'm curious to see how they roll this out and how it works. I mean, and I'm pretty sure, the devs have, up to a point, been pretty open to suggestions. So, as they roll it out, if there's changes that need to be made, I can see them updating it and playing with it more,
Right. Yeah. I mean, they've been pretty good, and they have been pretty good with trying to keep the gameplay even amongst the the whales and your free to play. They've the last couple of seasons they've slowed down the game. I mean, heck, after the first 5 towers in the beginning of the season, then you basically got to wait like 8 hours before you can drop your next tower. So, they slowed the game down. They've made a lot of other adjustments, and they're trying to prevent, like we had that double migration last season was because Nova tried to, exploit, weakness and, try to get people, in. So, I mean, you definitely don't want that. And, so if you keep the kingdoms, even and fair and well balanced, and then you create enough challenges and activities to keep the interest in between the kingdom versus kingdoms, then the likelihood of players getting turned off from the game or and then quitting, and then you have a bunch of dead castles around in a kingdom.
Yeah. Well, for me, I just think little kind in the background. But no, for me, I just think one of the things that's gonna
mouse away. Hold on, I'll be right back.
no worries. One of the things I think is gonna make or break this game long term is being able to bring new players into play with old players in a way that makes sense. Because, like I said, how do I get? Let's say I make a friend at work and I finally turn him on to Call of Dragons. Well, he can't currently join me. You know what I'm saying? He can't play with me. And yeah, he might be like, all right, I'll go play over here and build up, and eventually I can migrate to you. But the whole point they wanted to play was they wanted to play with me, and they can't.
Yeah. Fuck, dude, really? Right now? Upstairs. Okay, sorry, y'all. My kid's going wild. He just woke up from his nap. Anyway, I'm gonna. I got the stream right now because this kid's on a.
Yeah, but I think there's a way around that, which would be, how do we do that? So if you wanted to bring someone in, see, that's the next thing. That's the next migration. So you're gonna have the last 5K gem migration at the end of this season. Then on the 19th, then you're gonna have the passport migration, and then after that, they're gonna have a cross server migration.
Oh,
meaning,
I see.
Meaning you're not restricted to just your division. But you are going to have other limitations. Obviously, they don't want a whale jumping into a new server and dominating that kingdom, because you get a 200 million player in a startup kingdom. Shit, he can completely dominate that entire kingdom. He won't be able to take the dragon by himself, or any other behemoth by himself, but he can totally kill everybody in there. But then you look at the ones that are one season behind us. All those servers are going to be then joining us. So that means they're all going to be added to the pool. So as each one of those come into the season two plus, or whatever the hell we are called, all those servers are now going to be added to the pool. So then that's going to create more kingdoms being able to be matched up. Because like in Rising Kingdoms now, when you look at a season going on, there's literally, I mean, you can't even view it on the screen. You have to scroll. There's literally like 100 kingdoms or more in a Kingdom versus Kingdom.
Jeez, that's so gnarly to me. The numbers. I mean, when you think about it, narrowing it all down, I definitely do appreciate the fact that there's an effort on the sorry. I do appreciate that there's an effort on the developers' end to try to at least introduce and maintain a sense of balance across the game, and different iterations, because obviously this is a new game where, a new feature being introduced in the game that will take time to, have us adapt and learn, and then obviously with it comes the growing pains of like what loopholes that people, bank on, or like, and so on and so forth, and just the sheer amount of like organization it takes, because it's thousands of players that will need to, like, they're taking account into these changes. It's just the bigger picture that I see is wild, but and then on top of that, just the level of competition that is that comes with this as well is another thing, like the whole Kingdom versus Kingdom thing, and how like they're slowly taking this game into that direction is just, it's pretty awesome and pretty intense at the same time, and in a good way, so, but yeah, I mean, it's good stuff. It's a very interesting also experience to see, or experience, I guess, what I want to use, on how developers took one experience and were able to create something really great, and stay true to it, because at the beginning of the game they could have, like, teased it and then just gone crazy with it and just allowed anybody to be powerful, but they maintained that sense of consistency from the start, and obviously through the course of this game that'll hopefully stay true. So, but but either way, I think for now this is we covered the notes. I appreciate you guys all making time and hanging out with me on this afternoon. As the notes mentioned, it was just it's just a brief showing. We're gonna get more details, come to closer to the upgrade, the update, and obviously at the season of reset. So that way we can I definitely am going to plan it accordingly and be live that day, so we can see what's new, and just kind of throw out our comments, have some fun, and then just have a regular good old stream. Actually, for now, that's it for me. I don't know if anybody else have any last minute thoughts or anything you guys want to throw out there before I end the stream.
No, I'm good.
Oh,
I feel like you did a great fucking job. That's
Good.
what I want to say.
oh well.
Well, yeah.
I just like how Chance, he must have like sensed this was coming a long time ago, because he strategically kept his castle and his power level low. He was able to migrate wherever he needs to.
Oh, I knew it. I love it. The patience pays off. Dude. Patience pays off.
Hey, you know what? I love how, as like compliment Churro, I get a slap on the face from this bitch. Fuck you, bitch.
All right, everybody out in the YouTube world, hope you enjoy the stream. Share, like, and sub. I'm out of here. Peace.
All right.